Have you been wondering how to play the Godfather on the violin? In this case, this tutorial is for you. We are starting right at the beginning, and I will play for you the first part. We are going to learn this now note by note. Let's start with our first note. This is the first finger on the D string. Let's play it together. The next note is an open A string. And the note that comes after is a low second finger on the A string. Let's play that together. Now we are staying on the A string. We are playing first finger on A, open A, low second finger on A, open A. So 1A, 2A. Let's play it all together. 1, A, low second, first finger, A, low second finger, A. Now again first finger A. So that's pretty easy, right? The second bar is just like 1, A, 2, A, 1, A. Everybody can do that. After that we are going back to the D string, low second finger on D. Play it with me right now. Don't you have your violin with you? Get it right now. You have to practice now with me. Okay, so low second finger, get your violin. Third finger, first finger. And when we are playing these notes, it might be helpful to keep your first finger on the string already. So you only have to remove your fingers and then you directly play the first finger. Let's play the first part together now. 1, 2, 3. The part that comes after is pretty similar, and by the way, make sure to download the sheet music below this video to make it a lot easier to practice this with me. You will see in the sheet music that almost all the notes are the same. The second part goes like this, and this is starting at bar number 3, end of the bar. So almost all of the notes are the same, except the last 3. So let's repeat the first notes again. 1, A, low 2, 1, A, 2, A, 1, A. But now it's going to be different. First finger on D, low first finger on D, open D string. Okay, so now you know already how to play the first 2 parts of the music. Let's play that together. 1, 2, 3. Low 2, 3, 1. Again, the same thing. 1, low first finger, D. It can be a little bit tricky to shift from the first finger to the low first finger. I recommend to practice this many times outside of the piece. So just practice it like this. 1, shift finger back, 1, shift finger back up. Make sure that you really listen that this doesn't happen. You really have to play the note, stop the bow, pull your finger backwards and then play the next note. So you don't get this sliding sound in the piece. Okay, now we are going to the next part of the music. So now we are at bar number 5. At the end of bar number 5, we see this. Open D. Now a low second finger, so F. And high third finger on D. Make really sure that you stretch your third finger high enough. It can feel really tricky in the beginning if you don't play the violin for a long time to really stretch your finger this high, but it really feels like a stretch, even for me right now. So make sure to stretch your third finger And now we are playing a long first finger on the A string, B. Now we are playing again that same pattern, D, low second, stretched third, open A. So here again we see a similar pattern. First we are playing this pattern, D, 2, stretch 3. The first time we have to play a first finger after that pattern. And the second time we have to play an open A string. So again the pattern, D, low second, high third, open A. Now we are going to the next part. And the next part, above the music you will see to coda. It says to coda. So let's have a look at it. It is the end of bar number 7. I will play it first. Let's go over the notes together. First finger on the G string, third finger on G, third finger on D, low 2 on D, first finger, third finger on D, low 2 on D, low 2, 1 on D, 1 again on D, low first finger on G, so lower than usual. And now regular first finger on G. So note how I'm sliding upwards again. Now we are going to discuss the notes of bar number 9. It will sound like this. The notes are A, high third finger on D, third finger on D. End of bar number 10 we see. So the notes at the end of the bar number 10 are first finger on A, low second finger on the D string, first finger. Let's go on with the note of bar number 11. First finger on D, third finger on D, first finger, open D string. After that we are playing D. Now we are at the end of bar number 12. D, low second finger, low first finger, first finger, regular first. So let's go over all the notes again, starting at end of bar number 9. A, high 3, 3. One, first finger on A, low second on D, 1. 1, 3, 1, D. D, low 2, low 1, regular first finger. After that we see a repeat sign. This is all the way at the end of the piece in bar number 13. This means we have to play the same part again. So let's play all the way from the beginning again. Now we arrived at the end of bar number 7. And here we see the text to coda. That means that the second time that we are playing this bar, we don't have to play on at the second bar and the bar that comes right after, but we have to look to find the coda sign. I found the coda sign in bar number 14. It is the sign with a round sign with like an X through it, or a plus actually. So let's go to the coda sign right now and let's play what is under the coda sign. Low second finger on D, first finger, third finger on D, low second, 1, 1, high third finger, fourth finger, or open A, what you prefer, it's the same note. Now a little bit about how you should play the piece. I would say don't play it like this. This is of course exaggerated, but this is how beginners play very often. It is really important that you connect all the notes together. So try not to stop the bow until the very end of the note and until you are starting with the next note. So as opposed to, you try to play more like this. Just think of the bow as an object that should constantly be in motion. You should never stop the bow, not even at the end of a note. Of course, technically you are stopping the bow at the end of the note, but you are directly playing the note that comes after. So it is just already making your way back before you actually realize that you stopped the bow. If you can already play vibrato, you might also want to add a little bit of vibrato, especially to the long notes. But you can also even try to add vibrato to the shorter notes. Of course, vibrato is a more advanced technique, so if you are in your first year of playing, I recommend to play it without vibrato. Next to that, you can also make changes in dynamics. Maybe in the beginning you would like to play loud. Maybe now you want to play a little bit softer. And now louder again. So try to make this piece your own, try to vary the tempo, play loud, play soft, and also add the bowing that you prefer. So I would recommend very long bow strokes and lots of tone from every bow stroke. I would also recommend quite a bit of pressure and quite a bit of bow speed to get a more deeper sound. As opposed to... Because the piece is pretty intense, so we really want to make it sound intense as well. I wish you good luck practicing the piece. You can find the sheet music below this video, as well as the subscribe button. Here you can subscribe for weekly violin lessons, and there's lots of violin lessons on this channel. Also many songs with free sheet music, so definitely have a look at all of the songs that I uploaded, and I wish you good luck practicing. Bye bye!